So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna record and talk about what I wanted to talk about, and then we are going to add the song in that was playing that I really wanted to continue playing as I was recording the video, but stopped playing. So anyways, I am I'm just kind of I'm speechless, a little bit speechless. So let me just gather myself. All right. So basically, I was back at that coffee shop that is inside the Lauren Hotel, and I get my drink and I walk over to the straw and napkin area, and I get some more half and half, and as soon as I finish pouring my half and half and I walk over to the right, this dog charges at me, barking loudly with its mouth, charges at me with its mouth. It's only a good foot away from me. It leaps. I'm talking about leaps. This aggressive type of breed of a dog. You see those breeds that are if that dog snapped, I wouldn't really be that scared. If that dog barked at me, that's not really a threatening kind of dog, And then you got the breeds that are if you get that on that dog's bad side, or you see that dog, in action, playing with another one, it means business. Type of bark, type of teeth coming at you. Yeah, that was this dog, because it was small. It was small, It wasn't a full sized dog. It was more of a medium-sized dog, but it had a very powerful bark. I wouldn't say I've heard worse, but it was startling, and so I didn't really jump too much, but I did get demanding, the same thing that I do with people, I did to the dog. And and basically what I did was I went, be gone, and I waved my hand. I said, be gone. And then the person said sorry, and I didn't say anything, just because I wasn't focused on her. I was focused on trying to establish my my confidence, because I used to be afraid of dogs. I had this dog that would always bite me, and it traumatized me a little bit. It was Jackie's dog. I'm not gonna tell you who Jackie is, but it was Jackie's dog. And so this dog, Honey Bear, it was a little small-sized dog, but it'd always bite at my ankles, and it would literally bite me and leave marks. And then there was this period where I just developed a fear for dogs. And this was about 2 years ago. Probably maybe a little bit more, maybe 3.5 to 4 years ago, where it really started. It really started somewhere around that time. And so I would just see dogs, and they would bark at me because they would know that I was afraid. So they would start to bark already. And so that wasn't it wasn't a pleasant feeling. You're constantly being afraid. So I've gotten to a point where that fear has been liberated. And so with this dog, when it barked at me, I didn't get afraid, but rather I did what I thought that I, could do to handle the situation, which was be gone. man, be your own comedian. That's what they say. So basically, that was the past, and this is like, it's like a dog just wants to know that it has a master. It just wants to know that it can be commanded by somebody. And so I feel that the reason why, you know, we have dog trainers so good with animals and stuff, and other trainers, is because those people are very comfortable with themselves, and therefore, you know, even when you come across a dog like this who was abused, I feel that there's always a way to regulate that fear within the dog, and it all stems from the power that you tap into within yourself. And so, a long story short, even though I've kind of already made it a long story, the dog ended up barking again, but it was just like a quick bark, and then I kind of like was talking to the dog in a rude way, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, ain't nobody scared of you. I'll arrest a dog is twice your size. Better sit down somewhere. That's exactly what I said. And like the woman like looked at me too, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I didn't really feel the best. And so I just like opened this book. You know, I really try to stay out of those areas where like you're developing an ego about yourself and you're just kind of talking out of your hoo-ha or whatever. And so basically whenever a couple minutes had gone by, I just you know, I stood up and I saw the woman like standing. She was standing up as well, kind of like face my direction already. And so I was like, does your dog like not like afros or something? And I laughed, and she told me, yeah, like the dog was very abused. And so it's just like with certain people, it's like that. And so I was just like, cause if it's me, like I get it, like people do that to me. So she offered to, she gave me some treats, and we made amends. And so this is why I'm sharing this story, to show you how I have literally reached a breakthrough, and so in such an intuitive way, because you know stuff like this wouldn't generally happen when I was my old self who was living life, you know, very cautiously about things, and just kind of really thinking about things before I do them. Like that is, to me, like they offer you a treat, you get barked at by this dog, the owner offers to let you pet the dog and make amends with the dog, and the dog actually shows me her tricks, and her name is like Lenny, and she's a girl, and she's beautiful, brown dog with the black, you know, the black face and a brown body, and just super gorgeous hazel eyes. And like I'm just like thank you Jesus. Like this is beyond words right now. This is beyond words. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, dog. And she was just petting her, and the owner goes, she says she's sorry too. So yeah, very sweet interaction. And even another thing I will, you know, address is just because this is why I started this channel, is so that I can let everything off of my chest, get everything off of my chest. Anything that is gonna go towards my book, when I write the book, I wanna be able to freely talk about things here on this platform And so the next thing I just want to quickly talk about is the fact that there has been a really sense of, when I was younger, I used to be very afraid to talk to girls. I used to be very afraid to talk to them. I would have these like infatuations with girls in school, and I would never talk to them. You know, I started out as just being so afraid of everything, being so afraid of a lot of things, and so that fear recycled itself up again. It came up again. It was oh man, I need to open up my vocabulary. I don't need to, but I want to. Cause it's like I try to sound really cool sometimes and like use like cool words, but I don't know what to use. I don't know what word to use in this, because I'm not just gonna keep using the same words. I'd rather just sound silly and ridiculous, honestly, than keep using the same words over and over again. So that fear, I had a relapse of that fear of talking to girls, and not necessarily talking to them, but like really talking to them in a way where you're honest with them about your emotions and where you stand with your emotions. Because I find that women like honesty. You know, they might act, I mean, some of them might act like they don't really care about that, and you know that there's definitely all different kinds of women and girls, but literally it's just that for me, when the fear released, I was able to be more honest and not even care. I was able to be more honest about my situation, about who I am, what I represent as a person. You know, even being so that I've been sleeping in my car, it's like it doesn't even matter, because at the end of the day, half of the women out here, at least out here, are struggling emotionally, and I know because I can feel it. There's a sense of lack within the average woman. There's a sense of lack, even, you know, the ones that are in a relationship, and it's getting better. I'd say it's getting a lot better than it was years ago, and that's because I don't think I'm the only person who's reached a breakthrough. I think there's a lot of people, both men and women, who are reaching breakthroughs. And maybe that's because of how optimistic I am, that's what comes into my life now, is just great examples of that. But, you know, in the same conversation, I honestly do feel like the honesty is appreciated. You know, at the very least, you can respect a person. Let's just say a person. You can respect a person who is fully transparent about who they are, regardless of whether you like them or you're you want to be with them or you want to be their friend. None of that matters as long as you can come to the simple mindset of just the simple way of like looking at people. You know, I'm not just talking about, you know, man versus woman. If you can honestly just look at people and see them in their light, and honestly look to see them in their light. Don't look to see what you want to see or see what you expect to see or try to change something, but you just look to see people in their life. And I'm getting somewhere with this. So I went ahead and did what I have been doing lately, and have been smiling in the face of a beautiful woman, in the presence of beautiful women all throughout Austin. I have chosen to just like smile and appreciate the beauty, because I appreciate beauty in all aspects. And so if I can appreciate that kind of beauty, the beauty that has probably been taken for granted just as much as anything else has, then my worries hold no more power. There's no more worries. There's no more situation, you know, where like I'm in this constant like situation of like trying to play this game with girls, you know, because that's ultimately what I'm talking about here. I don't have to play no games with no girls. Like if you want to play games, like that's cool. Like that's the culture we live in, and that's totally fine. But I have no need to play any games. I can be fully transparent about who I am and what I represent, and this is it here. It is literally an individual who is pursuing life. I'm pursuing life, and I'm pursuing prosperity and great things. You know, it comes with a lot of self-awareness to be able to achieve the things that I'm seeking out to achieve. And so I've basically been able to see a woman who I have already met maybe once, or maybe even more times than once in the past, and have maybe had this guard up because I was afraid of rejection, because I had been looked at for my situation, and it's like you can see it in someone's eyes whenever they define themselves based on their situation, and so then other people define them based on that. You know, that it's been rough. It's been a rough realization for me to get to this point where that's not the case. The case is that I saw this woman at the coffee shop, and it's like I actually realized how gorgeous she was. And so like it was cool. It was really cool. I'll just say that I had a guard up every time that I went to that coffee shop, because because of my past experiences. You know, we're to break down these walls and break down these narratives that have been created by both ourselves and our environment. Experiences within these different environments. In order to break those things down, I had to I didn't have to do anything, but what I did was I chose to just smile at every painful memory. And it's the painful ones that I'm smiling at the most, you know. It's the really painful thoughts that I used to have, thought patterns and memories. Those are the ones I'm really smiling at. The ones that are positive, I'm more so treating those with a neutrality, but the ones that are painful, I feel like it's more effective to really smile whenever those come up. Because if I can literally like do this when I start to feel any kind of lack within myself, when I start to think anything that is just distracting, or it's just a thought that could manifest into my reality, I'm like, or like if I'm trying to go and, you know, ask for some food somewhere and I get turned down, one thing that I'll do, that I've done a lot, is snap. I'll snap right as soon as I enter the establishment, and it resets my brain. It literally has been resetting my brain and helping me literally focus and zone in on the present moment. And so everything else that usually, like, I need to like really focus in that moment. I need to really focus on what I'm trying to achieve and not focus on what society is trying to create in that moment. You know, society's trying to put that moment into a box and say these are the standards and the guidelines that this moment should uphold according to the matrix that we have created here. You know, for example, you go into an establishment and you act like an adult, right? You don't see people jumping around. You don't see people doing, you know, you don't see people stretching, that's for sure. You see people sitting in chairs for sometimes like 2 hours at a time. The workers, when they're walking around, you know, their backs are hurting. Half of them, their backs are hurting, and you see them picking everything up just as fast as possible. So, you know, for example, that's a way that we have lived our lives from what I can see, from what I have perceived. But instead, like, where was I going with that? So I don't do that. Okay, let's just make that clear that I don't do that. I do what I want. I literally do what I want to do. So then therefore I can, you know, go into a very elegant place of business, and I can kind of uphold those societal norms a little bit, and I can alter my character, my behavior a little bit, because I've blessed myself with the ability to feel like so empowered and feel like I can do whatever I want. So it's like, if I wanted to, I would have brought my yoga mat, and I would be walking around with my yoga mat, drawing more attention, and like, I might pull it out in the front. You know, some places I will do that. but because I know that would draw more attention, and because I know that is more of a classy, elegant place of business, there's a lot of money involved, it's a little bit political. Because of that, I'm able to think very practically. Is that Toby? No way. Hey, Toby. Yo. Bro, what's good?
What's good, bro?
Hey, this is my boy Toby. You mind getting on the channel real quick?
I don't know.
This is my boy Toby from Halcyon Coffee.
What's going on?
Bro, we chilling. This channel is the most casual channel. Like,
Heard.
I'm just talking about, like, this is gonna be a book one day about my life, so it's just chill. But yeah, what's been up, dog?
Well, yeah, my car broke down, so I'm biking everywhere now.
Dang.
It's hot as shit.
My car, I've kept my car on for the past 2 hours because somebody jumped it, and I had to get it jumped like twice like this in the past 2 days, and it's still hot outside to be like walking around. I don't got no bike, so yeah, and I'll open up to you for a second, bro. I sleep in my car. Did I tell you that?
Nah.
You see it, but you probably would have seen it on the channel if you had seen it. Yeah, so yeah, bro. I'm like just the same as you, just getting around in this heat.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking brutal.
Yeah, it is, especially.
Brutal.
I hope that stays warm for you. It seems like you got some kind of like thermal wear.
Yeah, it's like athletic. It's supposed to be like wicking, like moisture wicking.
Interesting.
But it's not doing shit, bro.
Really?
I'm so fucking tired.
Damn, bro. Get you a
But
little rested.
yeah, dude, it's crazy running into you, bro.
I know, like, what are the odds? I would have gotten out of my car like 30 minutes ago, but for some reason I wanted to record this video, and then here you are showing up, just
that's wild.
strolling down the street.
Well, it was good to see you, G. I got a piece.
Dude. I got you, bro.
For sure. I got you on Instagram or no?
I don't think so.
Alright, what's your Instagram?
It's mgreen_14.
mgreen_.
Yeah, because I was 14 when I created that channel.
Oh, heard.
I was a little late on social media stuff. Everybody like was doing stuff.
I was the same way.
Yeah. That's why I'm like doing this channel at 25.
Better now than never, bro.
Yeah.
I followed you.
I appreciate you.
Anyway, I hope to see you again soon,
bro. Same, man.
All right.
It's a cool bike,
bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, my homie just lent it to me. Thank God, dude.
Hey, ride easy.
I'd be walking.
Yeah, you should do what I do, bro. Is stop at some establishments, ask for some water, some ice, pour it on yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, bro.
For sure. All right.
I'll catch you,
bro. Stay cool.
All right, you too, Toby. Dope. So basically, anyways, I seen the girl at the coffee shop, all right? And I had a guard up all the other times that I was there with every employee. And so it's like I wouldn't even let myself see them for their beauty. When you have a guard up, when your heart is like almost like your heart chakra is like blocked, or one of them chakras, you're not intentionally blocking the chakra, okay, but you are intentionally limiting the possibilities of that moment, or of that relationship with that person, even if that relationship is just what you would consider a stranger in passing, or a stranger, or an acquaintance or somebody who you see periodically that you are familiar with. Your spirits, it's like people, we want to, like, a lot of us people want to just like shoo off people so easily. Like, that's just common in American culture. Like, you're shooing people off, and it's like, it's almost like you're competing with like what state has the nicest people and stuff, and like that doesn't help either. Like, that don't help nothing to say that, oh, like this, like Austin has the nicest people, everybody else is like rude, or like, oh, like I don't like my hometown, like I just had to get out of there, the people and like their mindsets. It's like you're just creating all these, like, you're eliminating the possibilities for true healing. Like, let me just tell you this right now. It's like, and this is what it feels like. And this is what it feels like to be free, to be of light, to remind you what matters when we walking down the street. Eat some meat, cause it's good. Got proteins, good for your feet, help you walk, help you talk. Drink some milk. But anyways, so yeah, like it's just, food for thought. It's just food for thought. Take it with a grain of salt. My experience is my experience. Once again, so I'm not pushing this on anybody. You take it for what it's worth to you. But I didn't even catch the Chiquita's name. I really, honestly, like, I'm just gonna go right ahead and go right out and say it. I really like white girls. I really like them because like they be seeing me. Like, they be actually seeing me. And it's like, it's more rare that I get the same kind of realness in a spiritual connection in passing. It's rare that I get that connection from a woman who is more of a minority. It's rare that I feel like they look at me and they actually see me, and they admire me. And so I'll be honest, I do like the attention. I'll be honest with myself. And I'm not going to say it's because I'm a Leo, because I did read something about that, and it's like, the thing even said was like, any Leo who says that they don't like attention is lying to you. So I'm like, whatever. My beliefs are not based on what I read in a book. I've learned that. I've learned that. They're based off of what I feel within myself. And so what I feel is that I do really appreciate attention. The fact that I can get attention and be humble about it gives me an appreciation for it. Rather than letting it boost my ego, it's like a warm feeling. It's like a warm, balanced feeling. A feeling of real, I mean, it's just the lion, It's the lion. I do believe in like the spirit animal, that's for sure. Because I do feel that way. I feel really warm in these light bulb moments, especially. I feel like I feel that I was once down in the dumps about all the trouble I was putting myself through with in regards to romance, in regards to that, conversation, I felt that I was really being hard on myself, and I didn't know how to stop overthinking. Like, what should I do? Like, should I make a move? Should I leave a note? Should I ask? I'm trying to it's like I'm trying to find something that's not ready to be found. I'm trying to find her who is not ready to be found, the one that is just, moments away from being in my life for however long she is. It's like I was searching for that and getting to a place now where I'm more balanced, and I realize that I'll get so much more out of not looking, but rather just listening. Once again, listening to the spiritual talk and the guidance that resides in front of me, that lies in front and walks about, around me, this guide, this, you could call it the eagle in the sky, whatever. It's just cool to be able to know that whoever she is, like, that she's coming into my life before I know it. And I can feel it. Like, I can literally feel it. That whoever you are, I don't have to battle myself anymore. To find you. I don't have to leave a note saying that I thought you were really special, and I really would like to get to know you, and because I've done that before, and it taught me that I don't know. Those are just ideas that came to me, but it's like you really have to treat when you're a romantic person, from my experience, you got to treat it gently. You got to treat it gently with yourself. And if you're able to do that effectively for yourself, and whatever way to go about your emotions and to respond to your emotions when you feel powerful things, when you feel tingles and physical attraction, it's like you just have to practice meditating. Honestly, for me, I've practiced meditating in those instances, and going based off of past experiences, knowing how to let yourself relax, while also being wise enough to know how to respond to your emotions. And so when I saw this blonde at the shop, when I first looked at her, it was just different than I had remembered than the previous times I looked at her. Because before I looked at her, I wasn't interested in checking her out at all. Even if she was beautiful, you know, even if I thought she was or wasn't, or like if I, you know, maybe I was comparing her to another girl, which, like, it's only natural. It's only natural whenever you're in a city where women like to be women, you know. They're not covering themselves up around here. Or trying to like fight you for anything. The culture is very romantic in Austin. I've come to realize that the culture is very romantic here in Austin. It's one reason why I really like. I've really accepted the city that I'm being still in the city that I was born in. I've really accepted being here, and however long I'm meant to be here, I'm cool with that, because I've learned a lot about the city and what the energy that it carries, and the power that it carries, the native history and stuff. So when I saw Lure, it's like I want to talk about it, and I don't really care about how long it takes to finish talking about it, you know, just because I'm still learning how to express myself, in all honesty. So I'm really doing this, once again, I'm doing this to represent to this channel a sense of just surrender, a sense of surrender. I see a lot of the videos that are recorded, and you know, that's people's style. That's great. This is people's style to edit their videos and make it sound all like efficient and stuff, but I'm not that. That's not me. I'm doing this first and foremost for myself. So I already got 170 something views on one of my videos. I'm like tripping. I would be tripping if I even hesitated for a second on being my most authentic self and feeling reluctant to share certain things, or deleting a video because I took too long to explain a moment that was very short. But this is more of a documentation. So to continue on the girl, where I find that clarity and peace came from this interaction was that I was able to really check her out multiple times, but not let it turn into infatuation like it has in the past. Not let it turn into infatuation and just kind of like, dang girl, you fine. Like, you got a gorgeous stare going on there. You got some nice eye contact. And so like we just looked at each other a few times, and then when I said bye, like it was kind of like romantic. You can define that however you want, but for me, everything is romantic. Everything that I do, I romanticize my life. So when I say it was romantic, I mean I don't mean that it was like more than what it was, literally. I mean that it was the essence of seeing this woman, this blonde woman, young woman, and at her job, doing her job, and like seeing her pour the coffee and how she's like soft spoken and responding to things that I'm saying and just chill, looking at me for a couple seconds while I'm singing, practicing my singing in a deep voice, and then it kind of throws me off my singing a little bit, and I just like look, and I look within and I see how I respond to her noticing me practicing my singing, and just the true stare where you see somebody for who they truly are. And then you say bye. Like, I said bye to the first girl first, and she was real cool. And then I said bye to her, and I said bye to them both at the same time, but I looked at her second, and she looks at me again, seeing me, just like looking at me and seeing me. And I'm kind of just like, oh, wow. Like this, that's cute. That's cute. That's nice. That was really nice. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for letting me relax and just feel the energy. What do you call it? The yin energy, that feminine energy that sees the world in a feminine way, and is just like, that's something that I really admire about y'all women. Is something I really admire, is just y'all's natural emotional intelligence. Like, you can emotionally approach things. You can approach things from a passionate way, and I'm a very passionate person. I was talking to my sidekick just yesterday, and then she was pointing out the fact that I'm like really grounded. What they both were, my sidekick and her friend, over at Society on South Congress. They're telling me that I'm passionately grounded, and it's true. I am. So when I meet another person that is successful in her craft, you had to have like done a lot of practice to be able to work at a high-end coffee shop and present yourself as a very professional businesswoman. That's literally what you are at that point. When you work at the Lauren Hotel, you're a professional businesswoman. So, and at that young of an age. And so you're passionate and you're calm about it right now, at least in my presence. So I have to say that's something that I really admired about her. And I've made a list. Okay, like I've made a list of every woman, at least the ones who I can remember at the moment, who I've had some kind of moment with, a special moment where it kind of like knocked me out a little bit, kind of knocked me off balance, made my spirit rumble. I've made a list because I want to finally make sense of this, and I finally have the clarity, I finally have the focus to be able to do that, to make sense of every interaction and determine what healing needs to take place. And determine what I can let go with everything that I've been holding on to, because I come from a family of brothers who like just don't have that sense of understanding by a long shot. They struggle. They really struggle with themselves. So when you struggle with yourself, you struggle with women. That's just how it goes. Regardless if you're trying to, you know, be this person, you know, single, married, dating, whatever. If you're struggling with yourself, you're gonna be struggling with your interactions with other women. You're gonna be overthinking things. You're gonna be trying to seek something that you have no business seeking. You're gonna be lying to yourself about things. So I've done some pretty cool work, and it's been pretty lax. Why did I just say that? Nah, bro. It's been pretty hip. Yeah, it's been pretty groovy recently, doing this work where, you know, I just got out of a relationship, a very long relationship with somebody, and at first, you know, when I first thought I was ready to get out of it, I was trying to fill a gap in my spirit, and so I was really trying to like search for somebody, and it's like a movie, like, and I had to learn that that's not the way to go. Like, none of what I was doing was the way to go, and it's just been a small, simple fix where I'm not letting my own understanding dictate how to act and how to live my life moment by moment, not even just day by day, but moment by moment. So I'll wrap it up with that, but yeah, these videos end up shocking me always when I re-watch them, because I'm like, wow, like, I just talked about all of the things that I felt like I could talk about with people but never knew how to, and I just laid all that out and just gave it my best shot, and it turned out great. And so I'll be rewatching these videos and I'm like, dang. And this is one of the longest videos I've done, because this is one of the most important things to me, is my romantic, and just my natural romantic approach to life, and just way of existing. Like, my very existence is like something from the Renaissance times. I always wanted it to be, actually. And so I think because I wanted that so badly, I wanted so badly to feel like I was in Barcelona or in Sicily. I wanted so badly to feel connected with that calm, cool, warm, fancy, elegant dance, you know, dance of a life. Because I wanted that so badly for so long, it came true. It came true. So yeah, pretty dope. And are these not like the coolest shorts? Like, come on, bro. You can't tell me these are not gorgeous. Just gorgeous pants, bro. Yeah. Over here at the El Coqui. We're at El Coqui. Let's see if we can get some Puerto Rican food for the low. I'm just kidding. No, I ain't gonna ask these folks. I'm just gonna say what's up to my family. But I'll catch you on the flip. Mi teléfono. Adios de bye bye.